Yeah.
Hello. The title of this program is Assertive. We might call it a program that sort of deals with ways of slightly improving your chances of kind of getting what you want.
Hello?
Yes?
Yeah, I just wanted to check if the audio is fine.
Yes, it is.
It's good enough.
Yeah? Okay. So I'll just play it now.
Okay.
From other people, just a tiny bit of that's all right with you. But we felt that it was A, not very catchy, and B, not very assertive. So, what is assertive? Well, it's a way of behaving that makes sure that you get the attention and respect that you deserve from other people. Something which, in this imperfect world, may not automatically happen. I'd like to welcome Colin Withers from R&C, who's kindly come along to explain to us why our engineering colleagues feel that the launch should be postponed for 3 months. Thank you. I'd like to begin by saying that I appreciate how important an early launch is from a marketing point of view. But as you know, the technology we're using here is still very new. And although our early tests produced very good results, there have been a number of subsequent problems with the power switch. As I was saying, there have been a few minor problems with the power switch, which we think in everyone's interest should be fully resolved before... Jim, I think we're trying to get hold of the power before we leave the Chicago. Before we go into production. The 467 is relatively easy to put in, but Bob hasn't seen the spectre yet. To put, anyway, I'll go to marketing. Right. Tricky. The new PEX and Apex fairs apply on all European routes, with the exception of Spain, Portugal and Greece, where the Saturday night requirement is superseded by the 14-day advance booking restriction, provided the outward price is paid in full before the end of March, or in the case of non-scheduled flights to Finland and Sweden, up until the end of April, in which case the fare is arrived at by deducting the PEX fare from the average of the high and mid-season rates, so it's really quite simple. Any problems? No. Got it. Fine by me? Yes. Two perfect examples of submissive behaviour. The fact is that a lot of us spend far too much of our time being submissive. Sorry, you okay? If we allow people and circumstances to push us around. Now, why do we do this? Well, one reason is because we want to be liked. But we also need to be respected. And submissive behaviour does not earn us respect. Anyway, let's have a look at the advantages of submissive behaviour. Well, to start with, I suppose you could say that by being submissive, we avoid confrontation. Next. Well, that's about it, I'm afraid. The advantages of submissive behaviour are the avoidance of confrontation, half a power of chocolate, and a paperclip. Now, as for the disadvantages, well, your point of view is ignored, your rights are neglected, you spend half your time bottling up your resentment, you lose confidence, your hair suffers, you make less of a contribution, you become demotivated, you feel undervalued, you can never find a parking space, your pets start ignoring you, and so on, and so on, and so on. So, what's the alternative, I hear you cry? Aggressive behavior? That's the answer? Get stuck in there, guns blazing? You on for that, Colin? Yeah! Sorry, we forgot you were here. I'm not? What? I'm not here? I left about an hour ago. I'm now at home digging the garden. I am quite fine. Of course you don't follow. You don't listen, do you? Because I'm not important enough. But I'm going to become important to each and every one of you. Because I intend to devote the rest of my life to persecuting each and every one of you in strange and unfathomable ways, beginning with nocturnal public deliveries. Well, not much sign of submissiveness there. Let's see how Marjorie's getting on. Any problems? It's got to be good. What is it? The fare structure. Well, I thought we all understood it.
Yes, I understand it. Of course I do. What about the customers? I mean, someone comes in here and wants to know how much for a weekend in Paris. It takes 5 hours to understand the answer. Absolutely ridiculous.
The advantages of aggressive behavior are you don't get used as a doormat, and you briefly look as though you might get what you want. Very brief. Because you'll get what you want only if you win the help and cooperation of others. That's the way the world works. Now, the disadvantages of aggressive behavior. Where is the box of disadvantages? I mean, is it so much to ask to put something down and expect it to be there 30 seconds later? Look, if that box isn't here in 5 seconds, 1 or 2 people are going to be looking for alternative employment, and I mean it. 1, 2, 3. Now look. Aggressive behavior does not win the help and cooperation of others. People react to you aggressively or defensively by, say, withholding information. Or, even if they do what you demand, they do it in a way that brings more problems to you later. So, aggressive behavior actually achieves as little as submissive behavior. Which leaves us with a middle course, assertive, which allows us to deal honestly, openly, and fairly with other people, which encourages them, in turn, to treat us in the same way, adults to adults, with respect, but without fear. Imagine a seesaw, but for those of you who can't do that, here is one. And the trick is to get level with the other person, so that we're neither being submissive and allowing ourselves to be dictated to, get on with it, can't you? We're all day. Nor aggressive, treading on the other person in our rush to get what we want. Colin, what? I was thinking, were you, or would you mind doing it somewhere else? Okay. As we know, aggressive behavior has its consequences. Are you all right? I think it affected my spine, but I do feel I made my point. Yeah, it's assertiveness that gives you the best chance of getting what you want, and it's all about balance, about level, even, fair transactions between consenting adults. Imagine if Colin had behaved like this in the first place. May I ask you a question? Well, what do you suggest then? May I ask you a question? Sorry? I don't want to be rude, but it's clear that you have nothing else to the matter. I don't know how important that something is. Yes, sorry, Colin, I'm sorry about that. It's an internal problem. Well, put bluntly, the timing of this launch is obviously crucial to all of us. I need 10 minutes to explain our situation, and as long as you need to tell me yours, we can talk about it now, or we can reschedule. I'm equally happy with either. Point taken. Can you give me time to make one quick call? Of course. Adults to adults, assertive without being aggressive. Marjorie, everyone happy? Not really. Yes? I find it confusing. Big club? Do explain this again? Oh dear, Marjorie. Everyone else seems quite happy with it. Well, perhaps, but I don't understand it, and I need to. You want me to run over the whole thing again? Please. For goodness sake. Actually, I wasn't absolutely clear about... Sorry? I'd quite like to hear it again, if that's all right by you. I'm a bit confused about this super PEX restrictions. Could you explain this again? All right. The first and most component of assertiveness is honesty. Honesty. Because without honesty, being honest with ourselves and with other people, none of us can ever achieve balanced transactions. So the first rule of assertiveness is be honest. A bit obvious, isn't it? So what is it that stops us from being honest?
I thought that went really well.
The presentation.
Yes.
To be honest, I think some
Purnima?
parts would be better.
Purnima? Hello? Purnima, hi. The screen, I think, is blanked out. Okay, yeah, it's playing now. Yeah, it is. Thanks.
The way to overcome this is to ask yourself, supposing I am honest with this person, what is the worst thing that can happen? And when you come up with the answer, halve it. I think some parts could be better. And then, halve it again. Could be better. It is an immutable law of the universe that outside police states, honesty is never as dangerous as you think it's going to be, but it's still one. If by nature we're a bit submissive, we think honesty will lead to confrontation and the ceding form. If by nature we're a bit dominant, we imagine honesty will lead to our losing control of the situation and the ceding form. Well, it doesn't. Honesty breeds honesty. So honest criticism will work provided that it's done assertively.
I thought that went really well.
To be honest, I think some parts could be better.
What do you mean?
It is a good pitch, but now that we've used it a few times, I think I can see some places we could tighten it up a bit, give it more impact.
It's got plenty of impact.
I just wonder if we don't spend a bit too long blowing our own corporate trumpet and not enough on actually explaining what the machine does. I think that might give the presentation more impact.
It's got plenty of impact.
Or I'm suggesting shortening the opening by a few minutes, and maybe changing the music to something a bit livelier.
Yes.
The second video we show, I wonder if we could find something a bit more to the point.
What else?
Well, I'd have to go through the script.
I'm not sure I agree, but if you feel strongly about it, why don't you put something down on paper?
A rational discussion between two adults, and not Armageddon. Colin may be right, he may be wrong. Either way, he asserted himself by being honest. After all, honesty makes communication possible because then people can actually find out what they all really think. Simple. Or is it? You don't like it?
Well, it's very well done, Simon, but it is not what I asked for.
I know, but I thought it might be more stylish if I gave it a sort of Art Deco look.
All your graphics developers think about is style, isn't it? Never function. Never is it useful, or does it do the job, or can anybody read it? Just style, style, style. You never seem to grow up. You still think you're in some comfortable, protected, self-indulgent womb of an eternal art school. You're like my little brother.
You were really honest.
Thanks. It wasn't easy.
Just reminded me, what was it that you wanted Simon to do?
To expand the brochure.
Ah, yeah. So how was all that stuff about the overprotected womb of the art school relevant?
Well, it was honest. It was how I felt.
Absolutely. But would it make it easier for you to get what you want?
No, quite a bit harder.
Quite a bit harder.
A lot harder.
Ah. Well, when I said be honest, I have to qualify that a little. Some emotions and facts are relevant. Some are not. Deep down, we're all emotional people. We all carry around a lot of old emotional baggage. Prejudices, class resentments, childhood dislikes, unrequited love, Oedipus complexes, old stuff. We all have that. We have to learn to differentiate between what's relevant and what's irrelevant and stow the irrelevant baggage in the overhead compartment. And then we should be honest about the relevant facts and emotions, the ones which have a direct bearing on whatever we're discussing. Let's look at some examples.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you? Not at all. But the simple fact of the matter is that we can't afford to go ahead. I had a dentist like you once.
That's irrelevant. How about this, though?
Well, I have to admit, I'm upset you didn't tell us earlier, Mary. It's going to have a pretty demoralising effect on a lot of people.
That's relevant.
Thank you, I'm taking about
Listen, pal, I've been in this business for 17 years. The same was true of the man who designed the Titanic. On the other hand, listen, pal, I understand what you're saying, but that was a C-23, and this is a C-47. Look, the flat is welded into place, and the fixed grid more ready this week. Relevant. You don't like it?
It's very well done, Simon, but it's not what I asked for.
Relevant. I know, but I thought it might look more stylish if I gave it a sort of Art Deco look.
All your graphics you've got to think about is style, isn't it? You never seem to grow up.
Irrelevant.
You still think you're in some protected, comfortable, self-indulgent womb of an eternal art school.
Irrelevant.
You're like my little brother.
Irrelevant.
I mean, I can see what you're trying to achieve, but the most important thing that the people who are going to read this brochure want is technical information.
Relevant.
Although it looks good, the artwork actually gets in the way of the spec. I mean, look at page 3.
Relevant. And that's the single most important lesson about assertiveness that you're going to learn today. Be honest about what's relevant. That is the principle underlying everything in this program. Okay.
Purnima? Hello? Purnima? Hi, sorry. The screen's